Bring a Trailer times Gas Monkey. We're gonna get up there and have a little fun, and we are gonna sell a lot of cars in one day. And like I said before, I hope my beer budget turns into champagne dreams. So while we're going to get a beer, I gotta tell everybody out there, this is just the first episode based on what we're doing with Bring a Trailer. The next episodes are gonna be every car, walk around, drive, talk about it, and really let you see what we're selling and kind of get into some driver's seat, so to speak. And hopefully you'll get inspired and sign up to bid. If you're not already signed up, which I think half the world is, aren't they? So get you some of that. Gas Monkey times Bring a Trailer. Been like What's up, everybody? It's Richard here at Gas Monkey Garage, and along with my friends at Bring a Trailer, we are fixing to change the way that collectors sell large collections. I've selected 20 some odd cars. We're still tallying it up, but imagine not having to send all your cars to another state, then have to pay the fees to get them in, then have to go there yourselves and get a hotel room, and then have to go into the sale itself and bargain back and forth and see what happens, and then taking the cars that you didn't sell back home, having to pay those fees. That is not the way it can be done. I mean, this is technology, guys. Pay attention. And Bring a Trailer is the best at it, and that's why I chose to partner with them to sell the majority, if not all, of my collection. So first up is this 1966 Fairlane. Now this one's pretty cool because it's black on black. It has the 390 motor in it with an automatic transmission. The interior is 100% original, and this car's been kept 100% original as far as we can tell. It's only been upkept over the years. It's got the dog dish hubcaps, gives it that kind of sleeper effect. The interior is just amazing. It kind of reminds me of something out of Mad Men, I think, or something like that. But this is a car that I imagine that somebody bought because it was a little cheaper than the big Galaxy, or it was a little better on gas, or maybe they just wanted to be cool because it was black on black. Now this particular car came in a collection of cars that we bought out of Alabama about a year and a half ago, and it is a really amazing original car. If you look under the hood, you'll see that it's only been kept up. This car's not been torn apart or restored or anything along those lines. It's just been a car that the gentleman was very proud of and kept it up and kept it clean. Column shift automatic. Just imagine it's Friday night, you got a killer dog dish hubcap, black on black, 390 Fairlane. You got your girlfriend sitting right up close to you and you're cruising, right? That is the way to do it. This car is really awesome. The metal on the car is really awesome. It's got a few scratches and a few things like that, but I'm telling you, for an original, unrestored 1966 Fairlane 500 with a 390, you can't go wrong. If you like it, make sure you're bidding, bringatrailer.com, and get you some of that. What's next? Continuing on, this is a 1950 Ford Coupe that we got from our friend Royce out in Alabama. Now this is a pretty cool little hot rod that he bought back in 1985 and subsequently made it into somewhat of a resto mod or a street rod. It's got a Mustang 2 type front suspension, slammed down with disc brakes in the front. On the outside, it's a super slick black paint job. Obviously, this car's been painted before, but it's a beautiful car with good sheet metal all the way around. It's not full of Bondo and stuff like that. The interior boasts not only tilt and power steering, it's an automatic, and it has air conditioning, which is pretty cool because it's updated air conditioning. This thing will freeze you out if you need it to. So windows are tinted, dog dish hubcaps, a little slant to it, giving it a little bit of attitude. And underneath the hood, it's just a good, clean, older street rod. It's got a little small block Ford, power brakes, power steering, and like I said, killer AC. Boom. That's pretty sweet. Little Elbrock 4-barrel on there. This car's a lot of fun to drive. It's literally get in it, drive it, have a good time, take it out on Saturday night, throw your kids in the back seat, whatever you want to do. But this 1950 Ford Coupe is really ready to go. I'm pretty impressed with the car, as I was with a lot of Royce's cars. So this one, if you need a black on black 50 Ford Coupe, this is the one. What's next, guys? Now we have a 1962 Corvette that if you watch our series on YouTube, you know that I bought from Dennis Collins. It had been found in a garage locally and he traded it for something. I happened to be there when it got there and I bought it while it was on the trailer. So we brought it back here, cleaned it up, gave it a little polish, started it, went through the systems and everything works properly. It's a great little car. Obviously it's been painted before, but it's all there, it's all together. It's a kind of what I would call a survivor barn find type car that you can literally get in, run, drive, go get groceries, go to the store, do whatever you want to do, and have a little bit of fun, because sometimes cars can be overly restored and they end up sitting in your garage and you're afraid to drive them, you're afraid somebody's going to nick it. This one, you can jump curbs, have a blast, whatever you want to do. It's a no-frills car. It's just got a small block Chevy in it and a alternator and a water pump. There is nothing on this, no power steering, no power brakes. It is a base model, but at the end of the day, it's a 62 Corvette that's economically achievable to buy. This one does have both tops, a white soft top and a red hard top. And that's pretty cool because you don't want to carry this hard top all around when you want to be able to just take the top down and cruise with your girl in style. It's also got a set of big and little Craigers reminiscent of the 1970s when they would have hot rodded this car because it was new and worn out. But at the end of the day, this is a great little car. It's straight. And if you're paying attention, I will guarantee you that the body of this car has absolutely zero rust. So, 62 Corvette, red and black. If that's your speed, get on Bring a Trailer and bid right now. All right, so what we have here is probably one of my favorite cars to drive. When I grab one of these, this one is great because it's a 1959 Corvette. It's pretty much all original. It's not numbers matching, but it's just a great driving car. I found this about 2.5, 3 years ago here locally, only about 20 miles away in a guy's garage. Had a few flat tires, it was dusty, it was dirty and what have you. We happened to have the Craigers laying around that were big and littles. We slapped those on there, went through the brakes, went through the gas, went through everything. And this car literally runs and drives great. Now, you might say, well, that thing's ugly. It's got this patina, it's missing paint, what have you. That's the beauty of it. It's original. You can roll up in a $200,000 59 Corvette at your local car show and everybody goes, well, that's pretty nice. Roll up in a survivor car like this, I guarantee you more people will take more pictures of this than the show car sitting right next to it. Now, as far as amenities, oh, this one's got none. It's basically just a small block, alternator, and that's it. No power steering, no power brakes, no AC. It only has the hard top and what have you. It does not have the soft top. It's got red interior, 4-speed. This, at the end of the day, is just a cool running, driving Corvette that you can get into, have a good time, go to the local shows, and not worry about anybody door dinging it or scratching it or sitting up on it like this. I mean, come on. And it also means that it's an affordable opportunity to get into the collector car hobby. So this one, along with my 62 Corvette, are both really, really cool Corvette entries into having a good time and getting out there and enjoying your wind in your hair and bugs in your teeth and slamming that 4-shifter. So if you like it, bringatrailer.com, get you some. This one is a pretty special car. This is a 1972 Oldsmobile Convertible. Obviously, it is white interior, red, white striped car. Now, the special thing about this car is actually so much that I'm gonna have to read a little bit about it here because there's a lot to keep up with. The original specifications on this Oldsmobile were that it was a 270 horsepower, 455 cubic inch L75 V8 with a single 4-barrel, Muncie 4-speed tranny, and independent front suspension, etc. and so forth. Front disc, rear drums. And what's really cool about it is that it's one of 66 convertibles with the L75 V8 M20 speed powertrain. So that means it's a pretty rare car in itself. On top of that, it's got the forced air hood, rear end cover, and the rear spoiler, along with factory AC, power windows and top, and power steering and brakes. This was a loaded up car when somebody ordered this in 1972. And then later on in its life, around 2011, 2012, it was upgraded to the resto mod that it is right now, which is a Performance Unlimited built 455 engine with 525 horsepower. So we're talking almost double from the factory. A T56 Magnum 6-speed, Mechaloid, twin clutch and hydraulic throwout bearing, oversized solid sway bars front and rear with new move suspension components, 1-inch lowering springs, and a quick ratio 12-to-1 steering box. All new upholstery, including the top, custom tailored leather seats, that's leather, not vinyl, and all new gauges and upgraded quartz clock. AC upgraded to vintage air and an A134 system while retaining the stock appearance. So really, what we have here is an awesome, beautiful car that I can tell you is fast. It is a fun car to drive. It's lightly resto modded. Well, I don't think I want to use the word lightly. This thing's highly resto modded. And it's fast, it's 6-speed, it's AC, it's power, everything. And I don't think you could find a better car for the money, because this one has been messed with. It's not in its original configuration. So the purists out there are gonna have a fit. But if you want a fast, nice, upgraded hot rod, this is the one you want. So take a look at it, read the description, and there's nothing more to say about this one. It's damn good. What's up, everybody? So this is a 1932 Ford that I literally tried to buy the first time I saw it, and it had only been finished a few weeks. This was built by a friend of mine here in Dallas, Texas, his dad, and a couple of their buddies over the course of a couple of years. And there is no better attention to detail. They took their time, they planned out the build, and they did it right. This car is as beautiful on top as it is on bottom. And if you want to know how much I like it, you'll probably only see one of these. Please do not touch. I don't put those on there because I like to drive and have some fun with my cars, but this one is just perfect. It's a beautiful car. It's fun to drive. Small block Chevy with 2 4s. It's got really, really a lot of room. I'm a tall guy, 6'1". I fit in here and I have to move the seat up a little bit, so there's room in here for a tall guy. On top of that, it's all steel body, and the paint, the pictures, and probably the camera don't do it justice. This car is beautiful and really, really nice. Every single detail was thought out all the way around the car, and I couldn't be more proud to offer this car. It's a car I said I'd never sell, but I do want to change my collection. So if you're into early Fords, street rods, 32, this is the car for you. And I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but then again, we're out of time. So get you some of that. So I know what you're thinking. What tarnation is going on? A 1957 patinaed up Ford pickup truck on Bring a Trailer that looks like this, that literally doesn't even have a seat cover. I mean, really it does. It's got a blanket on it. But this I bought about 1.5 years ago at a swap meet here locally, and it came out of northern Louisiana and has 1 owner ever until I got it here. It's a killer truck. If you're a builder, or you like the patina look, or you're a guy that has a shop that wants to build a killer slam LS swapped pickup truck and you want that look, this is it. This is the thing you can't buy. This is the kind of look that people actually recreate and then they clear over it. So the reason that I put this truck up is we're not gonna get to it. You know, we're just not gonna get to building it. I really wanted to, but we've got other things on the map for the next year. It's a great truck. It will run and drive. It is not roadworthy. It'll get around the block and what have you, but it's gonna need a few parts and a little sorting. Why didn't we do that? Because somebody's gonna build this truck. They're not gonna leave it the same and they're not gonna restore it. This is what nature provided for this truck over the course of its, I don't know, 50-something years. So basically this is just Gas Monkey selling the dream to somebody who wants to build. You won't find another one like this. I didn't think I'd find one like it, and we're gonna push it on down the road. Hopefully it'll turn into a killer slammed LS swap truck one day, or at least mechanically restored and ready to rock and roll. This could be the best deal on Bring a Trailer. You are going to search high and low and you will probably never find one with this perfect of a patina and a look and a start for a beautiful build. So you think you're a builder? Well, we're selling the dream. Get you some, bringatrailer.com. Hey, so you guys want a 2002 Chevy monster truck, 8.1 liter Vortec. This is classic early 2000s. If you were into the pickup truck scene and into the boating scene back in the day, you had guys that had big trucks like this and a big Baja Racer boat behind it, you know, and it's piled full of a whole bunch of friends going out to the lake. This thing's pretty cool. It's only got 11,000 original miles on it, and I talked to the guy that originally built it, and he said he was flushing cash from the early 2000s, and he went down to the dealership in 2002, bought a brand new truck, and took it straight to the guys that he had modify it so that he could take it to SEMA. He told me that he personally dumped around $260,000, $270,000 into this truck, and that's in 2002 money, so imagine how expensive that would be right now. I put it as it is. This thing runs and drives great. It does everything it's supposed to do. If it was still 2003 or 4, it'd still be under warranty, but it's not. The paint job is what's most impressive about this truck. It was hand done. Even the inner door jams, instead of just stopping on the out of the truck, it is unbelievable that it goes all the way through the door jams and into the next door and all of those kind of little bitty things that he thought of. Now, is the truck perfect? No, it's a 20-year-old monster truck. Does it run, drive, and do everything it's supposed to do? Absolutely. Is it awesome? Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, look at this thing. you can have fun just having this in your driveway and drinking a few beers with your friends. This is an unbelievable piece of machinery, and actually at the time it was built, it was an unbelievable piece of art. So if you're interested in this and you had one like this back in the early 2000s, you're the guy I'm looking for. So this thing, I don't know, I guess we'll call her Big Yella, and let's see what happens. It's gonna be a good time. Woo! All right, so if you're into choppers, pay attention because this one's got a lot of history. It was previously owned by my good friend Rick at Strokers, and he had it under his conservatorship for a long time. But let's go back before that, back to 1992-93, and that's when Keith Ball, who was the founding editor of Easy Riders magazine, decided that he wanted a certain kind of chopper build. Well, he reached out to Kennedy Custom Cycles and he told them about what he wanted and set him off to work. And he sent his writing and his photography crew in there, where it was covered in the magazine piece by piece as it was being built over a couple of months, and it was unveiled on the cover of Easy Rider magazines in 1993. Now, this bike is not for the faint of heart. It's magnetos, no battery. It is kickstart, but it did get added an electric start by my friend Rick because he was getting a little too old to be kicking stuff. Now, on top of that, it is custom paint, custom everything, you name it. I like the jockey shift myself, and this bike is really, really special in the bike world. This would be at home, in your living room, or just as well flying down the road. So go to bringatrailer.com right now. If you're into choppers, it's a special bike with a lot of history, and it's been all over the place here in the United States, and it was built and commissioned by some of the best and owned by some of the best, hopefully including yours truly. So get to bringatrailer.com right now and get you some of this chopper. What? 1978 F-250 Super Cab. Now, this truck is really, really nice. That's the reason that I bought it probably 3 years ago. We went through the suspension, put some wheels and tires that were period correct for it, and just went through the truck front and back. It's a really good truck. We did the interior just to clean it up a little bit. This truck has not been restored. This truck is not a beauty queen. This truck is to drive around and have some fun with, and the fact that it's this straight and this nice and it's lasted this long, and it does everything it's supposed to do, except for the AC. We haven't gotten to that yet. So if you live in a nice climate and you don't need AC, great. If you live in a hot climate and need AC, you're gonna have to do that yourself. This truck is really something that I didn't want to sell, but they're hot right now, and hopefully it makes us a nice little tidy profit here at Gas Monkey. But when it say rust-free, there is a couple of small little bubbling starting to happen. But check this out, even in the toolkit, zero rust, absolutely perfect. You won't find a better unrestored version of one of these, and they're hot right now on the market. So if you're in the market for a 78 Super Cab, green, on green, which is the color of money, then this is a truck for you. And get on bringatrailer.com and start bidding. Get after it. Okay, so here we've got a 1936 Ford Roadster. And if you don't know the difference between a Roadster and a Cabriolet, I'll educate you a little bit real fast. Roadsters did not have windows. A lot of people get confused because it has a top that goes down and they think it's really automatically a Roadster. Well, if it has windows, it's a Cabriolet. This car I bought probably 6 years ago, and it was refurbished by the owner that I got it from. It's a really good refurbishment job. It's got period correct paint and interior. The car runs as silent as you can imagine. As a matter of fact, I'd like to tell you it's running right now, but it's not. It's not much louder when it is. On top of that, it's got the red pinstripe, the chrome accents, the crash bar in the front. It's a Roadster rumble seat, which means it's got the seat back here, all nice and clean and ready to rock. It comes with a few extra parts that were left over the restoration, and of course it's got the spare at the back. This is a cool, all original, stock style 36 Roadster. This is a driver quality car, and it's also a show quality car for the weekends if you're driving it in. It's very, very solid, very mechanically sound, and it even has the old-timey radio in it, but we haven't been able to get that to work. I try to describe my cars as honestly as possible. If you have any questions, hit us up during the auction. I'll be paying attention. Bringatrailer.com. If you're into 36 Roadsters and there's not a lot of them out there, well, get on the net. What's up, everybody? So in this video, I'm saving the best for last. This is the world famous King T, built by Don Tognati and Gene Winfield in the 1962 to 63 year. This is a world famous car. It has been a model, it has been a Hot Wheel, it has been a Matchbox. It's been everywhere on tour. It is a really, really famous car, and I am fortunate enough to have been the custodian of it for quite a few years. You know, I told myself I'd never sell it, but I think the market's right now. This car runs and drives great. Me and Dennis actually took it out on the freeway one time, which seemed kind of scary, but the car is actually pretty freaking wicked at 70 miles an hour. And Gene Winfield himself, who is like, you know, my mentor, if you will, he's the man. I mean, he's 96 years old and still hacking cars and showing kids how to work on them and showing them how to chop them. He's a legend, if you will. And Gene found out I had the car and came by, I don't know, about 4 years ago, because he wanted to take me for a ride in it. So that was a pretty cool thing for me. I've had the car for a long time. It's probably my favorite car in the collection. It's a lot of fun to own. Comes with a lot of extras too. We've got the little case that's set by it when they displayed it. We've got the Amvr Trophy, which is America's most beautiful roadster, which this car won in 1963. Now you gotta realize this was cutting edge stuff in 1963. The only thing that's not original to the car right now is the fuel injection system. It's been replaced with a 4-barrel. Now, we do have that original fuel injection system, and that comes with the car, along with some magazines and assorted other things. Look through the pictures, you'll see those. This car underwent a full refurbishment in 2007 and spent some time in another collection before I got it. So it's sorted, it runs, drives, it's ready to go. The paint is unbelievable. This is a special paint that Gene Winfield himself made. The rear end is sourced from a Jaguar, and every single thing is chrome. I gotta tell you, if you rolled up to the Amvr show in 1963, you made a beeline straight for this car. This was just so awesome, so cool, and so different than what everybody else was doing at the time. You know, I don't have enough good things to say about the car. I really didn't want to get rid of it. It's the right time to do it, and it's gonna go to someone out there. I will tell you though that probably the guy that's gonna be bidding against you is old Dave Shooten, because he collects a lot of these cars. But good luck, have fun. It's bringatrailer.com. Check it out, look at the pictures, read the description. This is a chance to own a really, really cool car with a lot of history. And you know what? Maybe Gene Winfield will come to your shop and take you for a ride in it, because I think the daggum guy's gonna live forever. Gas Monkey Garage, times Bring a Trailer. Whoa, whoa! All right, so check it out, guys and gals. I forgot one thing. When we were talking about making this video here at Gas Monkey, and putting it out there ahead of the Bring a Trailer auction, I decided that the one thing that Bring a Trailer does better than almost any other auction company out there is really tells you the story about the car, the pictures you need to see, the videos you need to see, and they do a great job of that. So they're going to be doing that on all of my cars in this collection that are all going to sell. So this video was just a little bit to give you a little introduction, what it is, where I got it, why I have it, and things like that. So go to the Bring a Trailer listing. When they go live, make sure you read it, look at the description, watch the videos. That is the way we do it here. Gas Monkey times Bring a Trailer. Get you some. Stay tuned for part 3.